Hey guys, this is a real quick update on Narc. No, I haven't forgot about the game. I just had a little bit of trouble with the boards. I'd sent them to El Dorado. He had sent them back to me because he didn't like the fact that I had used some lubricant on the legs of the chips when I put them back in, because you all seen how rusty they were, and I changed all those sockets. And I was doing it as more of a preventive measure so they didn't, rust again or whatever. And he didn't like it, so he sent it back to me. And I washed the boards several times and got them all nice and clean and dry and oil free, lubricant free, whatever you want to call it. And I've sent it back to him. He's had the board about 2 weeks, maybe 3, or it's going to be going on the 3rd week. He hasn't called back, so he's either one, not gotten to him, or he's still working on him. The last time he called like within 2 days of getting it and said he didn't want to work on it like that, so I would presume that by now he might have them, and had looked at them. I don't know if he's going to be able to fix them, but I'm hoping he does. But as of right now, I am rebuilding this top piece, this top monitor housing. As you can see, I have a new bottom piece here that I've got dovetailed out or tongue and grooved out. I got new sides cut, so I got some other bits and parts here to make, and then I'm going to be putting the box together. So this is a little update on Narc. I'll do a little bit more footage of this, and then hopefully the boards can be repaired. And if not, I found out there's this new, I don't know if it's new, but there's a thing called Mister. It's an FPGA, and they are building a core for Narc and Smash TV and all of that. And I believe this uses the same chip as Mortal Kombat 1. So, and Judgment Day, Terminator 2, I think uses the same core as what this does. So, anyways, one way or another, I'll make this run one day. Alright. Okay. As you can see, I have my glass slot cut. I got my tongue and groove slot cut, and I got the appropriate angles. Focus here. Appropriate angles across the front and the rear of the board, of the bottom here. So, alright, just wanted to show that. Okay guys, so I wanted to explain, I had sent my boards to El Dorado to be fixed, and he called me and told me that my boards would be too costly and too time consuming for him to go through all the boards and get them working, that they were just basically too far gone as what I took it as, and that well, he had another board set to sell me for $600, and I told him I would get back with him on that, and I wasn't sure that I would want to invest $600 into a board set. And he said okay. So I called him, or messaged him a few days later and said, hey, not at this time would I be interested in grabbing the board set. So he said no problem. And I told him, maybe down the road I'd be interested in that board set. And he said alright. So, mind you, this is the second time I've sent him my board set. And, so he knew I was in search of a board set, correct? I want you to follow me on this because I just find all of this very weird here. So he knew for several months that I was in search of a working Narc board set. And he waits until he tells me he can't fix my boards to tell me he has one to sell me. So then I get a notification from eBay that a board set has been posted for sale. Okay, so I click on there and go to eBay and check it out, and well, as you can see here, Eldorado Games was selling a PCB of Narc, 100% working. Now, I don't think I can zoom in, but anyways, this is what this board set sold for. $1,035. Now, if you look closely on this ROM right here, you guys remember when I made the little tags for my ROMs, when I burned all the ROMs for Narc? That yellow highlighted one right there, that's U88. So that's one chip of mine on this board set. That chip came from Jason, Arcade Jason. Remember when I got those? So I wonder how many more of these chips on this board set are mine. Now, honestly, I forfeit my board set. I forfeit my board set on his word that it could not be fixed. Now, he used one of my ROMs. Okay, I understand. I gave him rights to my boards, right? That's not my issue. My issue is that this doesn't look good to me because, one, he knew for months I was looking for a Narc board set. Not once did he say, hey, I do have an extra board set that needs a few chips. You send me yours, maybe we can make one and I'll make you a deal on it. No, it wasn't that. It was call me, tell me my board set is not repairable or so far gone that it'll be too expensive to repair, and then offer me a board set, and then when I decline, sell it on eBay. It just doesn't look right to me. Like, dude, you knew this for months and months. I've been looking for an Narc board set, and you not once told me about one until after mine is no good. Then you sell one on eBay with at least one of my chips on there. And, you know, I'm just saying, I'm not accusing the guy of being crooked. I'm just saying, to me, it don't look good. It just doesn't. The optics of it is bad. So, my rant of that is over, but we'll continue on to the rest of the video. Alright, thanks guys. Alright, so I am working on the Narc, the new top to Narc. I have lost some footage, guys. I apologize because this has been it's been a long time. I've been just pecking away here and there, and I deleted a bunch of videos for you know, making some space. And so anyways, I'm at this point right now, drilling holes. I'm gonna drill these 4 bottom holes. I'm gonna put some bolts in here because I'm gonna take it out of the basement here into the garage because I'm going to cut some T-molding slots. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, guys. Damn it. Them bugs out here flying around in the lights. So, I have a little dilemma here because I've made two pieces. This trim piece right here and this trim piece right here, and I can't remember which one's right. I think this bigger one looks better, to be honest with you. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Yeah. See, this shows a little bit of the ledge right here. This one's a bit fuller. I guess it really doesn't matter. That one fills out more. It's been so long I don't particularly remember which one is supposed to be what. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just use this one, the big one, heavy one. For some reason, I think the small one's supposed to be it. You can tell I can't cut great on a table saw. You know, running this through, this small shit through a 10-inch spinning blade with 62 sharp-ass teeth on it, spinning at probably 3,500 RPM, you know, it gets scary pushing that through there. This is the bigger one I made. And then I bought a piece of trim from Home Depot. But it looks too much like cabinet shit. This here, it's got a rounded edge. My guess is it's gonna look good, but you know what, I'm gonna cut a piece of this, put it in there and see how it looks. Sorry guys. Hey guys. So I've decided, and after I've found the trim here, that I need to use my small one because that trim will wrap up around it, and the bigger pieces I don't think it'll wrap up around. So in all honesty, I don't even think there needs to be a piece of trim here, but I'm going to put one in here because there was one in here. Sorry guys. Yeah, so just going to put it in here so it's finished. Now, you might ask me, how are you going to put that in there? Well, there's a little thing that I like to call a pin nailer. And these are the nails for it. Just a tiny little wire. They'll shoot down in there out of this gun right here. For those who might not know, my stepdad and my mother used to work in a cabinet shop, and they used to have stuff like this. So, just wee little nails, pins, if you might say. So basically what I'm going to do is, now I know this front is going to be covered by this metal. So I'm going to make sure this is lined back here to the edge of the glass, because I don't think this wraps completely around to the glass, so it'll have some sort of a finish look to it. Hopefully them pins don't split that pine. Okay guys, got it in there. You can see the tiny little tiny little holes it leaves. Once that primer hits that, you'll never even see it anymore. Of course, you're going to have the shroud that goes in. It's fastened by 4 screws. You got your top angle piece that's screwed to the cabinet, your glass, your bottom trim piece, and the wood's in there behind it. But I don't know why it needs to be there, because the wood that the glass is in is grooved. It goes down in there, so whatever. I put it back in there. And next I'm going to be cutting the T-molding slot. I don't know if the T-molding wraps all the way around. I don't think it does. I'm going to actually research that before I cut the T-molding groove. I could cut it all the way around, and if it don't go underneath, it just don't. Maybe I'll just wrap it all the way around. What do you guys think? Wrap it all the way around? Who cares? Piece it together down in the middle? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, peeps. Got the T-molding grooves cut. They are all the way around. I'm just gonna wrap the whole box. Don't care if it's stock. It's mine, and I'm wrapping it around. All this sacrilege shit. It's my game. I'm gonna do it how I want. Alright. So, you can also notice that I didn't cut the holes out in here. I will put the handle back on, and then I'll drill a hole for the on-off switch. I have to get more wood to make a back door. All the buttons are here, so that's good. Speaker grill will need to be taken off and sandblasted as well, along with them other metal trims you saw me messing with. So we can polish up these 2 sticks, keep the original sticks with this game. All the original Wicco buttons. So I need a door here, and as you can tell, this one's pretty warped. So we'll have to replace this door. But we'll be dragging this guy out here soon. Yeah, I know, Jacob's in there. Alright guys, this is an update on Narc. Haven't forgot about it. Okay, so if you didn't catch this on my random clips video, Raspberry Pi, PCB junkies, Raspberry Pi to JAMA adapter, and I have none other than this, and this will be the monitor I'm running in the headstock you just saw, or I don't know if it's called a headstock, but the monitor portion of Narc that I was just working on. So colors ain't even true to the eye right now on the screen, so Sorry, it's hard to play one-handed and you know, through a delayed lens here. Anyways, quick update on Narc, guys. When I start doing more of the body work, I'll be making more videos, so you can see that I haven't given up on the project. So yeah, it's looking good, guys. I mean, I already had this Raspberry Pi. Okay, I bought this years ago. It's a Raspberry Pi 3B plus, or however you say it. Okay, so I've already had this, and I already had, you know, a card, so that was cool. And I bought this off eBay, off PCB Junkie. Any of you arcade guys know who he is, or at least heard of him, or seen him around on YouTube and stuff like that. So with shipping, this I want to say is about $80 US. It's more Canadian, but it's $80 US or something, like somewhere right around there, shipped. And honestly, it's been a long time since I've played on an actual Narc machine, but I don't know that you could. I can't tell any different. It feels like I'm playing a regular game. There ain't even any delay. I watched a video on this and it said that this searches for commands, each command that you can input into this, like 240 times a second. Now you take a second and split it up into 240 equal parts, man. That's not much delay, my friends. But anyways, I just can't get over how good this looks. And I'm going to shut it down. My only complaint is it seems if you go to shut this off, and if you would to turn it back, right back on, it doesn't work. You have to let it shut off for a few minutes before you can turn it back on. That's the only thing that, like, and I don't even know if I'm right by saying that. So it's just something I think I noticed. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to let it sit for a minute or so. And I'm going to boot it right on so you guys can see how this boots off of here. And it's so simple to do. Alright. Okay, so my monitor's still on. I'm going to go ahead and power this up now. Boom. There's a coin. Cripe, it still remembers the credits. That's cool. This PCB even has a little volume pot on it for turning up the sound. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Alright, done ranting and raving. But PCB Junkie, if you ever check out this video, how about a 4-player? And nice work, man. Nice work. Subscribe and shit.